That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.
Of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche. This episode being brought to you by Goliath Alice Elixir, the #1 all-natural male enhancement product in the country, in the world, and in the stratosphere. Men on average last 2 to 3 times longer while using Goliath. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button and drop them cities and locations. Special edition pre-trigger alert show.
That ugly money.
Because we got some things to get off our chest.
That ugly money.
My special guest of the evening.
That ugly money.
Universal recording artist.
That ugly money.
106 in Park Freestyle Friday champion.
That ugly money.
A pillar in the hip-hop community for over 20 years.
That ugly money.
A father,
That ugly money.
a businessman,
That ugly money.
a philanthropist,
That ugly.
and an entrepreneur.
That ugly money.
And my motherfucking big brother. Y'all show your love one time for Big Jig. Brother Jig, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on with you, man?
Good, man. You know, trying to keep the lights on.
We all trying to do that, definitely.
You know what I mean? Trying to keep the lights on. Now, we're gonna cut to the chase because the people know you.
Yeah.
But for those that don't, if you could tell these people who you are, what you do in the music industry, and what you have done.
I am Big Jig, man. You don't know the name. Check the motherfucker chain. I am signed to Universal and Empire. I've been in the game for like 20 years. I've been on 50, 60 magazine covers. You know what I mean? I've been Freestyle Friday champ on 106 in Park. Tons and tons of records with major artists. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Got a big record out now called Drip. Remix coming with my dog Gorilla Zoe and 2 Chainz. And we just working, man.
No, for sure. Now, recently you have been in the news.
Yes, splattered all over the news.
All over the news. At least 2 or 3 news stations have picked this story up. The U.S. Marshals kicked in your door and wrongfully raided your home.
Yes.
If we could start at that day of exactly what happened.
Man, you know, I was asleep, you know, in my home, you know, in my nice, beautiful home, may I add.
Freaky.
And when I was asleep, man, I woke up because I woke up to my house shaking. And I'm like, damn, I know it ain't no earthquake in this motherfucker. So I sat up on the end of the bed and looked toward my windows, and it wasn't nothing but blue lights. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I got up and looked through the blinds. When I looked through the blinds, it was like 40, 50 squad cars outside. So I immediately called 911 like, hey, could you tell me why these cars are at my house? The dispatcher was like, well, what's your address? So bam, told her. She said, I don't know, you got to go see. I said, well, ma'am, respectfully, you know, I'm kind of disabled, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. She said, well, you got to go see. And I'm steady. Now I put the phone down. I called you. I called a bunch of people because I wanted somebody to know what was going on because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
So when I got up and started walking towards the stairs, and all I heard was boom, 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 boom. U.S. Marshals, arrest a warrant. I'm like, what the fuck? So I said, well, let me see what they talking about. So I got ready to step my foot down on the first stair. Boom! They just knocked the whole door off the hinges. I'm like, damn. Hands in the air, hands in the air. So, you know, I got my hands up. I'm trying to tell them, like, look, man, I can't walk down fast.
Wait a minute. So they kicked the door in.
Oh, they tore the bitch off the hinges.
And when they're telling you to put their hands in the air, are guns out?
Oh, I'm looking at my shirt. It's like 12 dots on me. And I had my phone in my hand, so I had to hurry up and slide it because I said, man, the one thing I don't want them to see is this phone so they can say, he got a gun. I was scared as hell, and you know what I mean. I'm from Chicago. I was scared as hell. But I'm like, that blew me.
Let's hold on. This is crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah. So you're basically saying you're asleep. You wake up to people beating on the door.
Yeah.
Before you can get down the stairs, they have kicked the door in.
Top of the stairs, kicked the door in.
This is like a police squad or a
No. This was them boys, them feds.
Okay. Wow. And you see red dots on your chest.
All on my, cause I'm walking down the stairs, so I'm looking down anyway. So I'm looking down at my shirt. Dot. I'm like, man, if I move, they finna Swiss cheese my ass. So I'm trying to find a way to slide my phone. Hands in the air. I'm like, so I heard the guy put my hands back up. I'm like, look, man, I gotta keep my balance coming down the stairs. Just hands in the air. So I get down the stairs. Finally, when I got down the stairs, I said, could y'all tell me what the fuck y'all doing? One of them just grabbed me and like kind of tugged me out the door. And he said, we'll tell you when you get outside. So I go outside. One of the agents held up the phone and said, you know this girl? I said, hell no, I don't know that little girl. He was like, well, her name is Alexis Miller, and she from Houston. She killed a 70-year-old Mexican man, and she fled to Georgia, and it ties to your address. I'm like, how y'all tie her to my address? I've been living here 3 years.
All right, hold on. Okay. All right, for those that don't know, you're handicapped, you have a prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
So during this time, you're walking down the stairs. Of course, with the prosthetic leg, it is a little more difficult and it's a little more time consuming.
Right.
So you're saying that these people physically grabbed you and pulled you out of the house with the prosthetic leg?
Once I got to all the way down, they kind of like tugged me out the door, like basically like get your ass out the way type shit. So then, when I'm standing outside, he asked me them questions, and then look, this was the annoying part, right? I get outside, while the one agent asking me about them, it was two black agents. He said, "Hey man, ain't you a known rapper?" And I looked at him. I said, "Man, come on, man, right now." He was like, "No, I just never forget a face, man. I apologize, man. I know what's going on." So they ramshacking my crib. I said, I'm telling the agents, I said, yo, y'all wasting y'all time right now. They did all that bullshit, and I warned them that I had pistols in the house because I ain't want them to be no surprise. They was like, no, you good? We ain't finna touch them. You legit? They did all that bullshit and came back to me with a piece of paper and said, hey, my bad. You gonna have to pay to get your shit done, and then fill out this after that, and we'll reimburse you. I said, are you kidding me? He said, no, I'm serious. I jumped on the phone and had my people and me calling every news station, anything I could think of, and I'm getting on every platform because see, the first thing I thought about was how Breonna Taylor got killed.
No facts.
That's what happened.
Knowing how Breonna Taylor got killed when the law enforcement just found the wrong house and came in and assassinated her.
Exactly.
It could have easily been you in that situation.
Definitely. If I would have made any false move or would have had anything in my hand, y'all would have been putting up rest in peace signs on Instagram. That's a fact.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Let's go back a little bit. All right. Red dots on you. You trying to get down the stairs. Mm-hmm. Prosthetic leg. They pull you out and flash a person's face in your, a picture of a young lady that says she's wanted for murder.
Yep.
Do they give you any kind of information about how her likeness was linked to your house?
No. And not only that, though, they kept on saying they had a warrant. They never even showed the fucking warrant. What was the warrant at? Even with the news, they told the news, yeah, we got a warrant. Where is the fucking warrant? We still ain't seen no warrant yet. Even the news girl, shout out to my girl Taisha Fernandez from Channel 2 News, and shout out to Chance from Atlanta Live, 11 Live. They both been calling, trying to get this warrant. They've been calling the Texas to try to find them. They've been calling down here. Nobody is returning their call. Where is this fucking warrant at? That y'all say y'all had.
So they still haven't shown the warrant.
Still ain't showed the warrant at all, swear to God.
Just kicked in the door.
Just kicked in the door. And anyway, when they do raids, first of all, I can speak about it now because I don't sell dope no more, but when they do raids.
Free game alert.
they usually do surveillance to make sure that this person is who they looking for is coming in and out of this area. If they would have did surveillance, they would have known my big ass was the only motherfucker that was coming in and out this fucking house. So that let me know that they didn't do no damn surveillance.
Wow. And so they ransack the door, they kick the door in, and they give you, and then they search the home.
Tore my upstairs up, tore it up.
Looking for her.
I got pictures and everything.
With the bitch under the bed?
That ugly money.
But let me say this though. Let me see this. Peep this out. I'm gonna put some of these companies. I ain't gonna put them on blast. I ain't gonna say their name, but we gonna say this. Some of these fucking companies is scared to go against them. Some of them have turned down the situation of even taking the case because they paranoid of going against the police.
You talking about the lawyers?
Yeah. Some of them has came at me and was like, "Oh yeah, well they got some shit called something what is it called? Where they can get off." Basically, it's pertaining to the only way that they could win is if I would have got killed. I would have had to get shot or killed for them to say, "Oh well, we can get millions off this case." It's called some kind of immune something.
Fucked
immunity
up.
something.
Fucked up.
That's what it's called. Fucked up.
Fucked up.
No, fact.
That's fucked up. So a man got to goddamn eat a bullet to. That's crazy.
And look, I want to say this too. Fuck all this shit. Listen, you motherfuckers that's down here that fuck with me the long way, as much as I done did for a lot of these platforms, a lot of people that got big platforms. How the fuck y'all know me and y'all know this shit, see what's going on, and y'all ain't trying to reach out to speak on this shit with me? Y'all lame as fuck. And I know who y'all is. So don't ever say nothing to me or ask me for shit. You understand me? Because that's a goddamn shame that it's motherfuckers that got platforms like my brother that I know that knows me. Man, everybody in this motherfucker know me. Come on now. And I ain't acting like I'm Jay-Z. I'm just being real.
Right.
Why the fuck y'all ain't trying to reach out? Y'all too Hollywood. You would talk about we gonna talk about the Boom Man shit. We gonna talk about the Ray Daniels shit. We gonna talk about who's scamming. But you won't talk about a motherfucker losing that could have lost their life. You won't talk about some real shit. You niggas is lame and weird, bro.
Don't tell me this is the only platform that is.
On my mama besides the news.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as hell. These niggas know who they is. I done reached out to them. I should put you hoe ass niggas on blast. But I ain't.
Please don't.
I ain't.
Please don't.
'Cause you know I would too, but I ain't. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But I'm just saying that's fucked up because y'all rather waste time on watching people pockets. Who making this? Who doing this? Or so and so was scamming. Well, this and that was that. Nigga, I'm a human being like you is. Let a motherfucker come at me that I fuck with that tell me, hey man, this boo boo boo. I'm gonna be focused on that because this is the shit. This is what happens all the time to us. When I say us, I'm talking about black people. We get killed all the time fucking around like this. And we don't do shit about it. And guess what? This is why they keep doing it to us. Because they feel like, oh, man, he ain't gonna fight it. Well, guess what? You ran into a motherfucking fighter. Because I'm fighting, goddammit.
Amen.
And I'm not stopping. And I'm staying on their ass. And whoever with me. But this shit gotta stop, man. This is not the move. This is not okay.
All right, so since the marshal's office has left and they gave you that piece of paper, has there been any correspondence from them since this altercation?
Well, of course, before the news, shoot, they usually have to talk to one of the marshals. In the first news channel 11, he talked to one of the agents. And the agents coincide with what I said. He was like, "Yeah, well, Mr. Big Jig, Jeffrey Thurston is saying is he right." That's the only thing he said. So he just co-signed. He basically co-signed what I said. Like he telling the truth.
And now the legal, like you're saying that lawyers are reluctant to take the case, even when the marshal said that your statements is true. The lawyers are scared to take the case because they don't want to go against the U.S. market.
Exactly. You know, and that's why I respect people like Ben Crump and them, because Ben Crump don't give a fuck. He gonna go at your ass. And that's basically, I need something like that. Or I need just a hungry person, a hungry ass attorney that want to make his name for himself or her and take the case, because it's definitely a case. Because now I done had to go to therapy. My PTSD is fucking with me behind this shit. So at nighttime now, I feel like I gotta be extra strapped up because every little creak and move I hear in my house, it fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that because I'm on my brother's platform. I'm being honest. Like if this shit fuck with my head now. A little bit. So now I'm just, you know, and that's just being fact.
A lot of it, man. Anybody got come downstairs with them red dots on them, goddamn it, you life gonna be different after that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you look deaf in the eye, and wrongfully. When you was half asleep, you know what I'm saying? Nigga still think he motherfucking sleeping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a nightmare that came to life.
Yeah. And that's a situation, honest to God, everybody, that could have went left, like totally left, at any second. It could have went left, because you gotta think about it. These motherfuckers coming, they come back. Them niggas in they mind frame, they looking to do some shit anyway. So they waiting for you to get. And they like, oh, this big old 6'3" ass mother. Oh yeah, we waiting for him to get slick. Let him get smart with us or so anything. So I had to like, you know, kind of, you know, like, all right, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? And what nothing I can do. And look, the most fucked up thing about it is, which is cool and not cool, was I was totally by myself. So it was like me against 50 motherfuckers. Thank God my kids wasn't there or nothing, but I'm just saying, just the fact to be by yourself. And I'm by myself, I'm disabled, and I ain't got none of my people, nobody but me. It's me against 50, so it's like they could have buried my ass. Who was gonna know?
That's crazy, bro.
Crazy. Crazy.
Lawyers.
That ugly money.
Do your job.
That ugly money.
Lawyers.
That ugly money.
Do your job.
That ugly money.
Platforms. Do your job.
That ugly money.
Oh man, it's a black man almost lost his life from the hands of the U.S. Marshals. Totally ransacked his house, kicked the door in.
Facts.
And shit, scarred a brother for life after that one. I pray that justice will be served, and we not gonna stop until justice is served.
That's a fact, man.
I can't speak for everybody else, but I got you over here.
I appreciate that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? If any lawyer wants to reach out, if any platform wants to reach out to tell the story and to keep this thing going, because you know this is community awareness, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people need to understand that these are some of the dangers that could happen just by being a brother or sister in the South. You know what I mean? And
this shit bigger than music. This shit bigger than being Hollywood. You know, being Hollywood and all that bullshit. This ain't the time for that right now.
Yeah, man. No, people need to know about this because it could have been any of us.
Fact.
I remember when you called me, I was like, huh? It was confusing almost to hear like, bro, these folks just left me. I'm like, what? And so, and you know, I know you personally, and you ain't got no reason for them folk to kick in the door, goddamn.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So before we get out of here, man, please let everybody know for a law, because he is looking for a lawyer. He's to take the case. It should be a no-brainer because I mean it's definitely got to be M's on the board and platforms for community awareness. Let these folks know where to follow you at, where they can reach you at, and where they can get at you.
Y'all can get at me, man. Any platforms, any lawyers, y'all can get at me on Instagram at BIGG_JIGG, or even feel free to reach out at 347-690-5202. Or you can email me at teambigjig@gmail.com, TEAMBIGGJIGG@gmail.com, man. You know, shout out to everybody who is aware of it and everybody that's showing me support and love. Because it is some of y'all that have been showing support and love, but it's been a lot of people that kind of like, oh, damn, that's messed up, Jig. That's fucked up. But that's it. And some of y'all got platforms that y'all really could help. And that's crazy as hell, because I would never leave my my compadres like that if something was this serious, because think about it, y'all. We constantly every day do a lot of bullshit on social media. We do a lot of bullshit. We talk shit, but we don't get to the real shit, and we need to get to the bottom of this, man. So that's my campaign, man. It's not okay, and justice for Jigg, man, for real.
There it is.
That ugly money.
Lawyers, platforms, holla at Big Jig at BIGG_JIGG. You can follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money NICHE. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. Trigger alert is up next live in 15 minutes. Y'all be safe and y'all be blessed. It's that ugly money.
The ugly money.
That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything